Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning for our fifth annual Success Starts Here Men's Job Seminar. I'm Nafisa Burdine, Community and Investment Sustainability Leader for Manpower Group.
Good morning, everyone. This is Shannon Reed. I am the Director of Innovative Strategies for Boys and Men of Color with United Way.
I think I can speak for most of us here when I say, I wish we could all be in person. However, that didn't stop our partners, sponsors, volunteers, speakers, and our planning committee from ensuring the men in our community have the resources they need to find and sustain employment.
So I know we have a lot of folks here, and thank you all for joining. I'm waiting for something to pop up here. So I wanted to get a pulse on some of the folks who are here. So I'll wanted to ask a couple questions. So for some of the folks who are here, I need you all to use a poll. A poll just popped up. Let me know how you all are feeling today. We really want to know what you all are thinking about what's going to happen in today's seminar. I see folks chiming in. A couple more seconds here. I see people still chiming in. It's great. I see it. I see people are using the poll. That's what we want to happen. So it looks like we got a pretty consensus here. We got some folks feeling calm and relaxed. No one's nervous. That is great. And no one's frustrated. That's even better. So just wanted to, make sure that today's going to be a great day. One of the things that we want to do is give you all the tools that will happen today. So for everyone who's coming in, and I know we'll try our best to manage this as this go through, if you all could make sure that you all mute your phones during this session, it will help us out greatly because we want to make sure that folks that are speaking are able to be heard. Also, if we can make sure you all are engaged. We want you to engage, and if some of you all need to also go off camera, you can do that as well. We appreciate that, but please be engaged. If there are questions, please put those in the chat. We're going to do our best to do everything we can to make sure that we answer those questions. So once again, thank you all for using the chat here. I'm looking for my next thing here. Thank you all.
Why don't we go ahead and review the agenda?
Absolutely. Next slide, please. So today it's a lot of great things happening today. So session one, we are going to have Chris Rowland, our Global Diversity Officer, speaking with one of our youth who's been a part of this work, Daniel Cook-LaFleur. In session two, we will have the great Green Bay all-time leading receiver and Super Bowl champion, Donald Driver. Also, we will have in session three, which is the resume overview, we will have Kwabena Marcus J. Collins, who is the Diversity and Inclusion Advisor at Kohl's. And then we're going to also have some interview role play, some things we want to make sure that you all can think about when you're getting ready to have that interview online. You can have some interview etiquette and things like that. And so that will be with our guest, Joe Peterson, founder and president of Speak Life LLC. And we will also have a great individual, one of Milwaukee's own finest licensed psychologist, Brother Kwaku Ramel Smith, who will be part of our conversation talking about focus on mental health.
So I'm glad that each of you are excited because I couldn't be more excited. This seminar was designed and created 5 years ago after the police shooting, a fatal police shooting of African-American male that led to a 3-day unrest in the Sherman Park area. And I'm proud to have partnered with United Way after our second year to expand the program a little bit. It has allowed both organizations an opportunity to focus on a common goal, and that's reducing barriers to employment. We are hoping to work with men of color, as well as those that are not, to provide training and upskilling to our future workforce. How many of you have a clear understanding of your career goals or your career path? We'll just do another poll check here, a pulse check, and see how many of you have a true understanding of your career path. I know that we hear the words, hurry up and get your career figured out, but the reality is some of us simply don't know. And that's okay if you respond no or somewhat, but we'd like to get a pulse check of how many of you truly have an understanding of where your career path lies.
Nafisa, it seems like a lot of folks may know more than we think.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So hopefully all the resources we have will only enhance what they're thinking. I like that some of you have a clear idea, like somewhat of an idea of what your career path is. So I think we're getting a really good pulse check here. About 60% are responding that they somewhat have a good idea. So this is good. We will have so many resources for all of you today. So if you answer no, it's okay. And if you answer yes, that's amazing. And somewhat, we just, say, well, you know what you're good at, you know what you love, you know what your strengths are, what your skills are. And so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and show those results. About 60% of you have a good idea of where your career path lies and what you want to do. If you don't know, or if you responded no, make a list of your strengths and your skills. Transferable skills are key right now in this 21st century. Not just the technical skills, but maybe you're a great leader, you're organized, you're detailed oriented. List and highlight those things on your resume. Whatever they may be, capture them. So we mentioned this earlier, and Shannon has gone over the agenda. So what I'd like you to do, some of you will join us throughout this entire event, and some of you will only join us for a few sessions, but strap on your seatbelt and ride with us on this journey today.
And so for that, thank you, Nafisa, for that. I think what's exciting about this is that this information that you all will receive today is not about just today. We think about all of the folks right now nationwide and even in our local community. These are going to be resources that we all want you to have, not only for today, but it's great what happens today, but what happens tomorrow. And so we'll be providing a lot of things that you all will receive. Please share this information right now on your Facebook page, on your IG page, LinkedIn, Snapchat, whatever medium or platform you are all on, please share that.
Thank you for sharing all those details, Shannon. Over the next 5 minutes, I mentioned to you that this is our 5th anniversary, and I am so excited because this is something that started just from some general conversations of our friends speaking behind closed doors in the rooms to get the resources and tools that all of you need to find success, whether that's a resume or practice interviewing or placing employers in your direction so that you could have opportunities. We want to do exactly that, and we have done exactly that for the past 5 years. So I'd like you to take a look at this 5-minute video of all of these historical moments of how our seminar has grown since 2016. Thanks to Power Forward Media, Jeff Kennedy, for capturing these moments for us. We truly appreciate everything that you do.
we had a lot of young men of color specifically, looking for that next thing, that next opportunity. And we're always looking for that next opportunity. And how can we make sure that we put them in the best position to receive that opportunity? We have our employers here. We have, once again, interview coaches. You have coaches who are taking their time to be ready to sit down with them to ask them those questions that they need to know about, whether it's your resume or whether it's about your interview.
I didn't even know how to tie a tie last year. Last year, I got this tie, and Mr. Shannon Reed taught me how to tie this tie. As well as me becoming executive sales rep for the WNOB radio station. That's what I do now, as well as working at the Milwaukee Bus Arena. So.
They gave us a lot of great tips on how to be successful, how to get dressed. They helped us with resumes. They helped us with interviews. I think that these tools that they gave us today will be very helpful in the future.
You can't always shoot straight to the goal. It's minor setbacks for a major comeback. It's going to be obstacles, and they're going to stop you. It's going to take time. You can't just shoot straight to your goal. You're going to take that setback, and you just got to bounce back and go for the comeback. You got to go for the ultimate goal.
The event itself is important to me, specifically because we're working with young men that need support in the Milwaukee community. They're important to me. They are individuals that do not receive support from everyone, and sometimes it feels like they have the toughest time landing employment, finding employment, and also securing employment ongoingly. So to me, it was something that was mandatory. It was something that was needed. And I mentioned this earlier on, but it's something that started off with an idea that I had after I saw personally what happened with the Sherman Park unrest and wanted to do something. So a bunch of us professionals got behind a door and we started talking about what does this really consist of, and how can we truly bring and find all of the success that the men need right here in one location. So that's when we started talking about resume building, interview building, but then we also said, now that they have the job, how do they maintain that job?
You're going to remember these two things. It's nothing you can't do that you put your mind to. What I say? Don't say it. Stand up. Yeah, I don't want to stand up. See, that's why you can't be successful. If you can't stand up to applaud yourself, what did we just say? If you don't want to stand up, don't stand up. What did I just say? Yeah, see, I'm not even trying to be funny. Look at how you say it. See, if you can't convince yourself, how you going to convince the world? If you can't convince yourself, how you going to convince the world? You got to know it ain't nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it. It ain't nothing that nobody can do to stop you. Whatever you want, you can get it. I don't care when they say no. If they tell me no, guess what? I'm going to say yes to myself and create it myself. Can't nobody stop you. The second thing you're going to know is this. I love you.